Okay, so we're back at the house, and we've taken our crabs that was in this blue bucket from the dock, and we've put them into the we've put them into a double boiler. This is just a standard double boiler. I've got a big crab pot, but I don't have that many crabs, so it's only half a dozen. It's just for lunch, so double boiler is just fine. You do not want the crabs to sit in the water. You want it above them. Some people boil crabs. I'm from Maryland and North Carolina. My parents were from there, and we steam crabs. We don't boil them. So the key, it's a 50% mixture of vinegar and water, and the crabs just sit above it in a double broiler because you're going to steam them. We're steaming crabs. Okay, here's the vinegar. Now to season them, Old Bay seafood seasoning. I grew up with this. It's become very popular in the last decade or so, but I knew about this when I was a little kid. We used to only be able to get it in the Maryland, Chesapeake area. Now you can find it everywhere, but it's great for crabs. I know some of the Gulf Coast people in Louisiana like Zatatrain, and it's very good too. But this is what I use when I was born with and raised with. I use a 50% mixture of Old Bay and salt. They say a half a cup of Old Bay to a half a cup of salt for a dozen crabs. So this is about a quarter cup of each. You mix it up with a fork, and you just sprinkle it over them. I like it on the crabs, not necessarily down in the water, and vinegar. And the vinegar is really important. It gives it a snap that's unique. Then you put the lid on it, and we open up the vents. And you can do it inside, but it's summertime and hot. So I just put on a side burner on the grill and let her rock. In a little while, 10-15 minutes, it'll start perking pretty good, and we'll take a look at them then. You can see how the crabs look then. They start to get red, and we know that they're getting really just right to eat. The aroma when this is going on is just amazing. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes or so, and looks like it's steaming pretty good. You can smell them. They smell great. Bad thing about videos is you can't smell. If you could smell this, you'd be all over it. See how nice and red they are? It's that red color. Oh my Lord. Plus that aroma. Man. Anyway, they're done. Let's set the lid down for a second. Turn the burner off. They're absolutely cooked. Do not burn yourself. Get this up and I'll put it right over here in the sink. Take the lid off, mainly so I can smell it. Good gracious. It's the aroma as much as anything. I'm going to set this here. Be careful of this steam. This steam will burn you about as fast as anything. Now I'm going to let this drain just a second. See how the seasonings are on there, and whoop, fog my lens. Seasonings are on there, and they're super hot. There's no way you could eat them right now because they'd be too hot to eat. Okay, so I'm taking the crabs that are still very, very hot, and they've drained a little bit, and they're not very, and there's no water on them, which is the whole point of steaming them, is they're not drowning in water, yet they're seasoned and they're cooked thoroughly, and the flavor is going to be awesome. Now we're going to take them inside, really letting them cool, and I've got a place set up on a kitchen table with newspapers, and which is where we're going to eat them. And all we do is just kitchen table with newspapers on it. Crabs are here, and dump them out. Not a lot, but it's only a lunch, so we'll let them cool down to where we can handle them and eat them. And I'll show you how we can go about having a nice crab lunch from the river and the pots to the cook pot to the dinner table.